Welcome to the ATCW recap. I am your host, the Golden Tongue, Evan Wade, and today's topic is ATCW Summer Smash, which came to you live from the Lee Town Community Center in Carneysville, West Virginia. As always, the home of ATCW live events. We decided to kick off the night with final words with Dennis Williams at 7 o'clock because the gravity of the situation of the ATCW Heavyweight Championship tournament was so heavy that we all felt that you deserved to see it. We all wanted to make sure that you were all there to be able to witness this incredible segment. And an incredible segment it was, ladies and gentlemen. You know, Corey Bush and Lucius Swade were both the guests. They had gone face-to-face, toe-to-toe on social media with their words. You know, Lucius Swade saying he was going to cast the weight of the world into the fire, and then Corey Bush saying that he was, of course, going to walk away with the ATCW Heavyweight Championship and prove to not only Lucius Swade, but everybody in the ATCW family just what Corey Bush is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, an incredible segment it was, and if you're going to miss the next one, shame on you. Nonetheless, we had an incredible card lined up for you, and I am just about ready to run this whole thing down. So without further ado, let's talk about ATCW Summer Smash. The first contest for ATCW Summer Smash saw one half of the ATCW Tag Team Champions in LA Star go one-on-one with Prince Austin Blackthorn. I got to catch up with Prince Austin Blackthorn earlier on in the day, and he stated that he was on a mission to beat the crap out of LA Star, and I did not believe him at first because we all know how great of a competitor LA Star is. But within the first 2 minutes of this match, folks, I was proven wrong because he did indeed back up his words. Chops that you could hear the echo from, punches you felt the impact from deep in your chest, deep in your heart because you know they were hurting. And of course, all the trash talking that you could possibly think of because of Austin Blackthorn. Willie Radical came down with LA Star to the ring to back up his hashtag cousin as always, and that half of the ATCW Tag Team Champions joined Dennis on commentary. What a fun surprise that must have been for him. I know it's fun to call a match with Willie Radical because I got to do the same thing back in March. So Dennis, I'm hoping you had a great time. Congratulations to you. And at the end of this matchup, folks, LA Star came out your victor with a 1-2-3 pinfall over Prince Austin Blackthorn. What could that mean for Austin Blackthorn and the Calamity? And what does that mean for LA Star and Willie Radical? Well, we'll find out here in ATCW in September. Another debut and a new, fresh challenger to the King of the 304 Championship when Fuse Armstrong went one-on-one with King Tremor. King Tremor is proving to all of his loyal subjects that he is willing to take on any and all challengers to his King of the 304 Championship. Fuse Armstrong, making his ATCW debut, looked great and looked to be in great physical condition as he was able to take Tremor to his limit on Saturday night. However, King Tremor is not ready to relinquish his ATCW King of the 304 Championship quite yet. 10 minutes or so into this matchup, a sickening sky-high bomb was delivered to Fuse Armstrong, and King Tremor was able to pick up the 1-2-3 victory, retaining his King of the 304 Championship. Now I wonder, will we see more of Fuse Armstrong here in ATCW? Because you can color me impressed by that young man. And anybody who's able to hang with Tremor definitely deserves a spot on the ATCW roster. The King Tremor is reigning supreme into 2025, even deeper as we proceed throughout this year. I wonder who his next challenger will be. A match that I'm still kind of trying to process, folks. The scumbag Ron Holiday one-on-one with the chocolate Carolina cowboy Rico Hendricks. Yeah, you did not mishear me at all. The last time we saw Rico Hendricks, he was arrogant, he was mean, he was cocky, and he was just full of himself. This attitude that he had, it's just not attractive to say the least. A match that really impressed me at the end of the day, because the man that stepped through that curtain was completely different. Rico Hendricks, otherwise known as the Chocolate Carolina Cowboy, has found a new look and a new attitude on his way back to ATCW. And he took Ron Holiday to the limit in this matchup. Both of these guys were incredibly impressive. I have to say, the presence that these men have in the ring and the psychology that both of them have in picking apart their opponents is why these guys are on the ATCW roster. The drive to be the best inside the squared circle was very apparent in this matchup, and you can go check it out on the Facebook page and on the YouTube page. Wow, an excellent match from both of these guys. After beating the absolute crap out of each other, Rico Hendricks managed to pick up a pinfall victory over the scumbag himself, Ron Holiday. Therefore, the Chocolate Carolina Cowboy rolls into the back half of 2025 with a victory under his belt, and I am hoping we get to see more of Rico Hendricks. A match that looks great on paper and even better inside the ring. Robbie Wayne one-on-one with Vam Williams. As Robbie Wayne was originally scheduled to face Chris Slade inside the squared circle, I was excited and bummed all at the same time. Bummed because I wouldn't get to see an incredible match between Chris Slade and Robbie Wayne, but excited because I know ATCW management would back it up with something even better, and boy, did they deliver, because this match right here earned the Golden Ticket Certified Banger Badge. When Vam Williams stepped through the curtain for this one, the ATCW family went crazy, because they knew the postman came to deliver. Normally, Van Williams will turn back around, go back through the curtain a couple times to make the ATCW family scream just that much louder. But this time around, he didn't need to at all. The explosion of noise that came when Van Williams came through the curtain was admirable. And thank you so much, ATCW family, for making a moment like that to remember. On the other side of the ring, however, Robbie Wayne ready as ever for a fight in the ATCW arena. And I have to say how incredibly impressed I am with the performance of Robbie Wayne. This was a rematch from last year in their previous encounter. Robbie Wayne scored a 1-2-3 victory over Vam Williams. Well, history repeated itself this time, folks, because Saturday night, Robbie Wayne yet again scored a 1-2-3 victory over Vam Williams, solidifying the fact that Robbie Wayne has Vam Williams' number. And I'm hoping, considering that this rivalry is at a 2-0 record right now, I'm hoping that we get a third installment of this rivalry of Robbie Wayne versus Vam Williams, because the postman is bound to deliver a victory at some point in this rivalry. You can go check this match out on the Facebook page and on the ATCW YouTube page. As I said, it was the Golden Tongue Certified Banger of the Night. Last but most certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, the finals of the ATCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament saw Lucius Suede go one-on-one with the weight of the world, Corey Bush. Now, starting off this contest, we were joined on commentary by the legendary, the golden ticket holder, Deuce Donatelli. 4 months of exciting matches paved the way to crowning a new ATCW heavyweight champion. 2 former ATCW heavyweight champions in their own right stepped up and put it all on the line Saturday night. They made their cases on social media. They had their final words with Dennis Williams. All there was left to do was to fight it out for the richest, the grandest prize in all of ATCW. The performance that Lucius and Corey were able to give just proves and solidifies the legacy and the prestigiousness of the ATCW Heavyweight Championship. And as Dennis and I were calling this main event for ATCW Summer Smash, Deuce Donatelli slipped to us that no matter who won this match, when the 3 count was called, he was punching his golden ticket and earning his opportunity at the ATCW Heavyweight Championship. And sure enough, as soon as Lucius Suede scored the 3 count over Corey Bush and became a 2-time ATCW Heavyweight Champion, Deuce Donatelli got up from the announce table, ran immediately into the ring, and turned in his golden ticket. Shortly after that, he slammed Lucius Suede with an impressive and impactful slam and attempted the pinfall victory. But unfortunately for Deuce Donatelli, he took his eyes off of one of the most game-changing factors that was already inside the ring, Corey Bush. After suffering the loss to Lucius Suede in the ATCW Heavyweight Championship Tournament Finals, Corey Bush delivered a weight of the world splash on top of both Deuce Donatelli and Lucius Suede to break up the pinfall. Lucius Suede was able to capitalize just a few short seconds later and earn the 1-2-3 victory over Deuce Donatelli himself. Ladies and gentlemen, not only do we have a new ATCW heavyweight champion in Lucius Suede, but he knocked off 2 former ATCW heavyweight champions in their own right in the same night. That, my friends, is impressive. So impressive, in fact, that Chucky Manson came down to the ring himself and raised the hand of Lucius Suede, self-made ATCW heavyweight champion. Congratulations to you, Lucius. I'm excited to see your first ATCW heavyweight championship defense come September. Folks, after an incredibly exciting event and what seems to be a very long episode on my part, I'm going to get out of here. But I will be back shortly with another episode of ATCW Live, promoting the next ATCW event in the Leadtown Community Center in Carneysville, West Virginia, coming to you live on the 3rd Saturday of September. Stay tuned and make sure you're paying attention to the ATCW Facebook page, because I will be back soon. Until then, I have been your host, the Golden Tongue, Evan Wade, and I hope you guys take care.